Hello everyone, Ross the music teacher here. I'm going to share another controversial opinion of mine. This one is sure to get some positive juices flowing for the more optimistic in my audience, and it's probably going to make some people mad again. So my last video made some people mad. I talked about, kind of how unhealthy it is to worship musicians because they all kind of tap into the same source, and it's actually the source that you should be worshiping. That's not to say you shouldn't admire musicians, because I admire a lot, and people came out in full force. And of course the oh, but Jimi Hendrix didn't know music theory crybaby brigade that comes out every time you say you should learn music theory, and says, oh, you're a douchebag and all that stuff. Of course, they came out and filled up the comment section with a bunch of crybaby tears. But then you look at most of the other comments, and everybody else agreed, hey, knowing music, respecting music, and looking at music with a curious and optimistic attitude is the way to go. So 9 out of 10 people had that. Of course, we had the lesser positive folks, but hey, what are you going to do? I was somewhat expecting that. So this next bit is for those optimistic folks that love music and are here for the experience as well as the discipline. This is something that I've had to share with a few students, and I've even had a few students quit lessons because I shared this with them. Now, every once in a while I get a student that gets really frustrated that they can't do something in a lesson. And I mean, like, frustrated to the point where they're going to almost maybe even cry. I've had a few people actually cry in the lesson. And you know what? You don't deserve to be good until you put time into it. So quit making such a big deal. I mean, come on. Everybody has to put work into it. What do you expect? That you're going to pick up a guitar and it's just going to be a party? Sorry, it's not going to be a party. But the positive side is you can deserve to be good when you put the time into it, and you put the study into it, and you put your heart and soul into it. So stick with things, guys. Getting good at guitar is not like going to a concert. It's not the same experience. It's an entire other relationship with your instrument. So if you find yourself as a beginning guitar student getting overly frustrated in the practice room, just remember, you don't actually deserve to be good yet. So just keep trying. One day you will be good because you deserve to be good, because you've put the work in. But until then, acting out and getting super frustrated in the practice room typically means two things. One, you need a better teacher, and two, you need to put your ego in check. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you a really fun strumming pattern here in just a moment, but I'd also like to remind you to check out Music Theory in One Lesson on Amazon. That's Music Theory in One Lesson. A lot of people have watched the video, 1.2 million views, I think, now, and the book is very, very popular. So pick up your copy today. It helps keep this channel going, and check out my Patreon. So without further ado, let's check out this really fun strumming lesson now. All right, everybody, time for the strumming pattern. Okay, so I just wrote this as a fun little exercise to give you, all my viewers, a little bit of extra content along with my opinion. A lot of you are really interested in mixing, finger picking, and strumming. As I am primarily a classical guitarist, I've bridged into this world over the last few months. While I've had less time to practice classical guitar, I've been doing this because it's just a little lighter and a little more lighter-hearted and more fun while I'm learning to code. So we're going to go through the rhythm, and then we're going to go through the finger pattern. So let's bring up this on the screen. All right, guys. So first, the rhythm is going to be based in 6/8, and we're going to be doing 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and that slow rhythm through the whole thing. So it's bum, 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 bum. Just keep it going nice and consistent. So the first chord is the C chord. So we're going to be setting up our C chord, which of course is third of the A, second of the D, open G, first of the B, and open high E. We're going to do thumb on our A string, index on the G, and then lightly with your ring finger, you're going to go down across your G, B, and E. So it's 1 and up, right? Then the next part of this measure, we're going to do 2E, and then down, up. So thumb, then index on D and G, ba, da, and then down with the ring again, and then you're going to pluck up with the ring on the high E. So we get 1 and 2E and Next, when we switch to our D minor chord, which is the next chord, so we're doing open D, third of the B with your pinky, and then our index, first of the high E. We're going to do the same type of pattern. We're going to be getting thumb on the D string, however, so we're going 1 and then we're going to go down with the ring, right? So 1 and 2E and we're going to lift our index off that high E on the last one, so 1 and 2E and right? And then we're going to go to our second of the A and put our index finger back, so this is going to be a G7, right? So we have 1 and then low E, third fret, 2E and lift up again, and then 1 and so 1 and 2E and 1 and 2E and 1 2E and All right, guys, have fun with this one. Also, take my advice into account. The more that you can humble yourself in the practice room and try to deserve the music that you play, the better off you're going to be. Happy practice.